What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay. I got my boy Maddie with me today, assisting me with my full body flow warm-up. So if you're tired of your own warm-up, or if you just want to try something new, you could definitely try this full body warm-up to just use for any workout you'd like. Come try it out. Our first movement is going to be our loaded beast to beast reach. So you have feet about plank width apart. You sit back as low as you can, driving your knees apart. And today we're going to go 12 reps for everything. From here, we lift the hips up, tucking in our left foot to the hip, pulling it to the outside of our left elbow. Once we touch the left elbow, you look forward, and then you're gonna pull that all the way back in reverse. Let's alternate these. So right side next. Again, pointing the toes, pulling the heel up to the hip, and then pulling it back. So again, we're sitting back as low as we can just to get into those toes, really warming up the toes and ankles. But as we start to come forward, we're gonna round out that spine, flexing that spine, warming up everything in that upper body. That's 4. Big breath, 5. Making sure that we can curve that upper back as we start to come forward, pressing every single fingertip into the ground. About halfway through, you should feel that core starting to wake up. As we extend forward the back leg, we're gonna completely extend, squeeze the glutes back there. Maybe about 4 more here. Now at home, if you're needing to put these knees down, you can always put the knees down to reset. We got 2 more here. This is the pace we want to work at, nice and slow. And reset. 1 more time. And rest from there. Great job, great job. From here, we take the same position with that plank we starting it. We have hands down on the ground, and every single fingertip has to be spread. We're gonna take the left knee outside of the right wrist to start. Your back leg is already extended. We take this left knee up into your scorpion. So push out of the shoulders, then find your scorpion. Opening up that hip to the wall on that side. Place it back right where your wrist is again. Lift up again for 2. So this time we're really opening up that hip on that left side. Reset each time. Here's 3. Pay attention to the arms. What we usually see here is that we tend to bend the elbows as we start to come up. Let's lock it out. Lock out both elbows. Come back in with that wrist. 2 more. Last one for the side. Again, push away. Lift that knee up to the sky. Reset. Let's move these wrists around for a second. Figure 8s with the wrists, keeping the palms open. And then taking the knuckles, pressing them up and down. That's right. Getting back onto our yoga mat. We have right knee outside of left wrist, okay? And just see what this feels like first. Maybe we sink into that right hip. Just to get a bit of a glute stretch, almost like we're about to get into like a pigeon. And then we take that leg up. Pulling back into that wrist. Here's 2. And just be aware of your base foot. Right now your base foot is your left side. You want to make sure that you're not sliding back. So if you are, try to get it back to the same position you started in. Here's 4. Pull it back in. Getting that knee up high is gonna get those glutes active a little bit more. So see if you could pull up the knee a little higher each rep. Give me 2 more for this one. Reset, 1 more rep. Always outside of that wrist, pull up. and release. Oh, shoulders are getting warmed up too. Shake those wrists out. Our next variation is from that scorpion, but what I want to make sure of is that as we come up with that right leg scorpion, Maddie, we stay up in that high knee position. So right here, nothing else moves. We're gonna start to extend the right leg. And I want you to think about like a leg extension. You could squeeze the quads up there, then pull into the hamstrings, and then push out again. That whole leg is gonna be on fire, okay? Nice job, bro. Crazy.
Cramp alert.
Yes. So we got right side 6 times, left side 6 times. Cool. Okay. Let's go slow for these ones. Okay. So we got scorpion with the right. You want to find your peak first and keep your peak. Now extend the leg. Squeeze the quads. Come back in. Pull in your heel. Flex your toes when you squeeze your quads. Point your toes when you pull in. 2. Here's 3. Lift. Extend. 4. Pull in. 5. Pull in. Pulling up that knee. And 6. Pull in. Rest. Whew. The hip, the quads, the hamstrings, the shoulders, everything is on fire. Let's get the other side. We were trying to get a warm up. This is a workout.
I'm done. This guy's barely.
So we come up with the left side. We come up to the peak. So always find your peak. Keep your peak. Keep your heel high on the base leg. Extend. Flex your toes. Now point your toes to pull. And extend. Pull in. Extend. This is 3. Here's 4. Check your locked out position on the elbows. 5. Reset. 1 more. And rest. Whew. All right. Shake that off. Next one feels really good. So ideally what will happen is, I guess depending on your flexibility and your mobility, we're gonna get into a straddle position. So you can get quite wide with these. For the sake of space, we'll just be outside of our mats. Maddie and I are just gonna reach through the best that we can without curving the spine too much. A little bit is okay, but as soon as we start curving through the spine here, we lose a stretch to the inner thighs. If we lead through the chest, we're gonna get that stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, come back, step in on the mat about hip width. Hands down on the ground, fingers pointing back, lift them to a bridge. Very nice job. Reset. Same thing. Inner thighs, hamstring stretch. Step in. Find a stretch. Lift up through the biceps, the shoulders, and a little bit of an activation through the hamstrings and glutes. Come back. Here's 3. Reset. Once you get a couple good slow reps in, we are gonna go a little faster here. So we reach, we come back, we lift. Reset, that's 4. Pressing every single toe into the ground on the feet. Reach through. When you step in, press your feet into the ground. Don't let the toes lift off. We lift. Reset. 6 more. Big inhale as we come down. Exhale as we come back. And then find that inhale, exhale here. Nice job. Reset. And up. Got about 4 more to go. Maybe getting lower each time you come down to the floor like that. Pressing every single fingertip into the ground as you come up into that bridge. Here we go. Last one. And we're up. Very nice job. Shake those shoulders out, shake the wrists out. Now, if you haven't been on the wrist quite a bit, just like what we're doing today, they might feel like, you know, they're gonna be a bit sore, but you know, the goal is to get stronger, and they get strong fast. Coming up with our last one, this will be off the mat with our wrist. We have feet pointing to the front, okay? We're lengthwise with the mat here. We're gonna just start sinking into our Cossack. Both hands on the ground to start, really pushing out of that bent leg. So we're kind of prying it open. This leg is gonna lift, this foot is gonna lift, and ideally we can get these hamstrings down to the floor eventually. Come back, and then from here you could just walk over to the opposite side. You got two legs, so it's gonna feel different on both, and that's okay. But let's keep in mind what these imbalances feel like. If you can't get too low on one side, for me it's my right side that's a little too tight, I might spend more time on that side. Here's 5. Here's 6. Big breath. On our next few reps, let's make sure the toes are really pressing into the ground, especially pinky side. Once you get that, then lift off. There we go. Pinky side is on, and then drop into that stretch. Let's go 4 more. Again, you don't have to get this low. You could stop here if you needed to and then switch. Even up here is a lot for some, and that's okay. As long as there's a stretch on that inner thigh on the straight leg. Give me 1 more. And that completes our full body warm up. Please try this at home. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.
That was great.